She was just a jokester. People gravitated to her because of her personality and her heart and the way she just laughed and joked. I mean, that's how she lived her life.
She just loved having a good time. She loved people, she loved animals. She plugged herself into all of the different people that she came in contact with. She plugged into their lives. She became part of it.
I'm sitting there and she's looking at my license and she's like, "How come you have a red heart on your license? I don't have a red heart on my license." And I'm Rachel, I'm an organ donor.
When she started to digest what it actually meant, she's like, well, of course I'm gonna do that. I mean, that just fits right in line with my life.
As a parent, you're always thinking you're gonna leave before your child. Donor mom is not a club everyone wants to be a part of.
The toughest part is, the digesting that your child is having to leave this world. And that creates a grief that nobody wants to know. But when you know her heart is in somebody else beating, and the tissue and the ligaments are helping someone run that could hardly walk before they got these, it does save you. It keeps that darkness from winning.
This 23-year-old girl gave life to maybe 5 different people, gave sight to 2 different people. And that's just mind-blowing what those people are doing now. Wanting to keep Rachel's legacy alive, that's a huge part of it. And that means a lot to me.
One person can save up to 8 lives through organ donation and heal the lives of many more through tissue donation. The opportunity to be an organ donor is rare. Only a small percentage of those who die are eligible for organ donation. In order to be eligible for organ donation, a person must be in a hospital and on ventilated support at the time of death. All emergency and medical professionals must do everything they can to save the patient's life. But sometimes the injuries are too severe and there is complete and irreversible lack of brain function. The patient is clinically and legally dead. That is when a time of loss can turn into a time of hope. Hospital staff are legally required to make a referral call. A team from the Organ Procurement Organization, or OPO, will then assess the opportunity for organ donation. Once a referral call is made, the recovery organization will check the state donor registry. If a person is registered to be a donor, the recovery organization will notify the family. If they are not, the family may authorize donation on the donor's behalf. A medical evaluation is always done prior to an organ and tissue donation. If a person is eligible to be a donor, the OPO team will begin the process of matching organs to waiting recipients, supporting the donor's family, and will recover the organs and tissue for transplant. The time is now. Learn more about organ and tissue donation. Have a discussion with your family and share your donation choice. Don't delay. You can register as an organ, eye, and tissue donor by saying yes to donation when getting your driver's license or ID card online at www.lcnw.org or call 877-275-5269 to request a registry brochure.
Less than 3 months after my transplant, I went for my first hiking. I was so happy to finish that hike. It's amazing to be able to get back to where I used to be. I never thought I would be able to do that. It was beautiful to be on the top of the mountain and just look at all the mountain and just breathe and say you're still alive. I have lung issue that started in 2001. It require me to be in the hospital consistent, have to take a lot of different medication for infection. I don't know anything about transplant prior to my being ill. I heard about it, but I did not have much information. So to me it was like, I think I was afraid, but my being afraid was more to listen and get more information out. First thing when they told me, okay, we think that you're a candidate, then I start thinking about the donor. Without him, I would not be here breathing right now. He's always in my heart, and I think about him all the time and about his family, always, like a million times a day. I am normal, I will say right now. There's nothing wrong with me. That's all thank you to my donor for giving me the gift of life. Yes, and the second chance that I will never ever forget.